Good afternoon. My name is Randy Moore. I'm one of the social workers here at Union Center. Before we begin the session today, I just want to let you know that anything we discuss is confidential. It's kept between me and you. However, I am obligated to share your information if there's abuse of children happening or elderly is taking place. Also, if medical emergency or if I'm issued a court order. But other than that, how about you just tell me about yourself and what brought you in here today?
My name's Lisa. I'm 30 years old and I'm married to Ben. We have a couple of children, two of them, Mary and Luke. Me and Ben have been married for 5 years, and lately we just keep fighting verbally and just keeps escalating more and more.
Okay. What are some of the issues that you guys might argue about?
Nothing really in particular, just random things come up. He gets upset at me if I don't have dinner ready when he comes home, but I get so busy sometimes, or sometimes he just leaves messes and I get frustrated and I have to clean up after him and I get upset with him about that. He seems really stressed lately though, and nothing I do seems to be going right. Something needs to happen before things get out of hand.
Okay. Yeah, well, I mean, that does sound very stressful. About how long do you think things have been going on like this?
Maybe a few months, but it just keeps getting worse and worse as time passes.
Okay. Well, would it be okay if I asked you some questions concerning about your guys' fights?
Yep.
All right. Well, first off, have you ever had any thoughts of self-harming or like cutting, burning, anything that would put yourself in harm?
No.
All right. Do you have any histories of these activities?
No.
Or any history of inflicting these activities on others? Okay, well that's very good to hear. I understand you and Ben's fights have been escalating lately. Are there any problems of domestic violence like pushing, punching, slapping, putting down, stuff like that?
No, but I'm scared that if things keep escalating more and more, that it could happen. I'm sure he would never touch our children, but sometimes I'm worried if he would inflict that on me.
Well, I mean, that's understandable that you'd be scared of that happening. Is there any history of assault or homicide between either of you two?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, also, is there any alcohol or substance being used in the household, like prescription drugs, tobacco, marijuana, chew, anything like that?
Ben will go out with his friends for a few beers after work, but then he comes home, and then I may have a cigarette after we fight just to calm down a little bit, but that's about the only time I do that.
Okay. How often do you think these fights happen during the week?
It used to be like once or twice a week, but now it's getting to be a lot more than that.
Okay. Well, correct me if I'm wrong, but I understand that you and Ben have verbally fighting a lot. Happens about once or twice a week, but it's starting to escalate into more. It's been going on for the past couple months, and even though there's no physical abuse happening, you're just scared that if things continue this way, that it could happen to that.
Yep, that's correct. Don't get me wrong, Ben is a great guy. We were not always like this. Things have just been really stressful because we have a lot of financial problems lately.
Okay, well, I can understand that stress really does get to people, especially when it comes to financial issues. But I am kind of concerned about a few things like the alcohol use and the possible occurrence of domestic violence happening in the future. I think it'd be very helpful if you and Ben would come in for some couple counseling sessions. How do you feel about that?
I think that could really help us. I'm willing to do anything to get us back to the way things were before.
Okay, that's very good to hear. I actually can refer you to a great couples counselor that we have here at our center. Actually, my husband and I went there. It's just good sometimes to have someone there to listen to your guys' point of view and then give you their point of view. I also want to inform you that our center does have a financial advisor here. They help with couples with budgeting and things of that nature, just to help you get on the right path, because it is kind of tricky sometimes. But we're all here to help you and have a happy and successful marriage.
Okay, thank you. I really do appreciate it.
Yep, no problem. How about we just go to my front desk and then I'll let you speak to our secretary about scheduling some appointments.
Okay.
Thank you.